Perfect. All right, so let's just do a quick little recap for this likely to be short session. So essentially, after going on a series of adventures, going through the Davon ruins in order to obtain the sword perfection and going to the now known as Vantili residence, um, you were able to collect this box for mud, escape a couple of horrible monsters, traveled your way back to Ashen Rock after being away for around a month and a half, met a unusually charismatic fairy named Lucian on the way back. And finally, we're able to make your way to Ashen Rock, what both of you would call home. After being on Ashen Rock for a few days, Zakora was able to, or at least attempt to incite some kind of not quite revolution, but had a couple of tiffs with some of the local authorities. Kroltoxel and Haggis tried to do some, I would say, human resources work in order to make sure that everyone was satisfied on the ship, as well as doing quite a bit of shopping. Um, and essentially, that is where we are now. It has now been th 3 full days on Ashen Rock. And what would you guys like to do?
Yeah. Let's see. Let me get my notes out. Well, Double D, we basically made a bunch of money and then immediately spent all of it.
So it sounds like, what did we buy? Okay, we got good.
Well, we've got 2 months of supplies for our next voyage coming up.
Good
We've
food.
got yeah, some nice supplies, not just the bare minimum.
Fine.
We got let's see here. We drank that. We got a 10-gallon barrel of tequila
Damn.
for the ship to drink.
Ew.
We drank that. We got this is what we got. This is a really good one. Mud was hooking us up. We got a 6-pack of these stat elixirs, so we can take one of them and temporarily boost our ability scores, which is nice.
Ooh, I like that.
And then oh yeah, and we got some health potions, and I'll hand you one common health potion.
Hell yeah.
Glad I wrote that down. Give to Double D.
Okay. Pretty good haul.
Oh, and we have these earrings of whisper. We can send and receive the message cantrip within 500 feet of each other. So we can also like disconnect and connect them, and they're pretty cool, like little walkie talkies.
We have 2 earrings.
Just one, I think, right, Dan?
Yeah, it's they're all kind of like teardrop earrings,
Okay.
in different like amber almost colors. Uh, but yes, it is one earring per person,
Okay.
and everyone's allowed to choose whatever color they like. The ones that are available right now are blue, green, red, yellow, and orange.
I think Haggis took the yellow
Yeah,
one.
I think he took yellow. I don't think anyone else chose, unless you did,
I
Krill.
think Z took the blue one too.
Okay,
I kind of want. Did you say there was a green one?
there is a green one.
I don't want the green one.
Okay,
I'll do the red one since I
okay. Then the
You are
orange one automatically will go to Milo.
captain. I feel like that's a good color for the captain.
Yeah.
captain right here. Captain.
Yeah, doesn't he have like red hair, like red
Yeah,
orange hair?
yeah, he does have red hair. Yeah,
That's
he's a
perfect.
ginger boy.
Perfect. Wait, let's roll this die. Hey, look, it's even still. One of these days, I will not roll even for that. Makes it easy because I don't have to change anything on my sheet then.
So what were you rolling for?
Every day I roll a die, see if it's even or odd. If it's even, I get an ability called Wheel, which I can add a d6 to any roll basically. And then if it's odd, I get an ability called Woe, which I can subtract a
Oh,
d6 from any ability
okay. Yeah. That's a
or any roll.
that's a star that's a starry druid feature, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I was reading through it the other day and I was like, I don't remember this.
But I just got it at level 6.
Okay, that makes sense. Let me see. But yes, the day and really week or two is yours. You guys can decide whatever you would like to do. Let's say Double D, let's start with you because everyone else was doing their own thing for the first few days. What do you think you would have done over that period of time?
Um, sorry, it sounds like my washing machine's about to explode. Um, I'd probably go to the farmer's market, go to like the town square,
Hmm.
take just a few gold and see what I could get.
Okay, absolutely. You go to yeah, you would be going to Tobon Plaza then in kind of this area in the northern part of the islands. That is where a lot of the stalls are. That's where a lot of different eateries are. And you absolutely can get some of the more fresh ingredients there. Is there anything you're looking for?
Um, let's see. Probably like some fresh fruit. We haven't had that in a while.
Okay, absolutely. There are going to be different fruit vendors. A lot of it's going to be more tropical, but there are actually a good number of different things, such as like there's a lot of dried fruits as well. Because that is something that, people would often be taking onto a ship in order to fight diseases such as scurvy. Um,
Can't
that
limit
way they can and it can last a lot longer. But anything in particular you're looking for?
do like some dried mango,
Hmm.
dried papaya, that kind of deal.
Absolutely. You do find a this one human male, fairly big. You would think actually that he was a bodyguard, like a bodyguard almost. That's kind of like how well he's built, but he just has he has this different array of dried fruits. He has kind of like a shaved yet scarred head, and his shirt is clearly too tight for him. Like it almost looks like it might be cutting off at like the circulation around his arms.
Hi there, looking big, brother. What's up?
What do you mean?
Looking strong, looking
Uh,
good, man.
the thank you. And like as he like lifts one of his arms, you can hear like it actually just like fucking rips a tiny bit. He goes, "Oh no. Uh, how how can I help?"
Looking for some fruit. A little bit of dried
He
mango.
he begins like looking around. Oh, here. And he just points towards all of the dried fruit right in front of him. Mango.
Mango. Do
Uh,
I just scoop it? What do I do?
I got how much you want?
What's your rate here?
Uh, round for a pound, it's around one gold piece.
Give me no. Give me 1 pound of mango, 1 pound of papaya. You got
We
papaya?
have we have fresh papaya, no dried papaya.
I've been dying for some fresh fruit. One
Okay.
pound of fresh, 1 pound of dried mango.
Um, it will be about for the dried mango, it will be about one gold piece. For the fresh papaya, it will just be about 4 silver pieces.
Two.
Because there's a lot more in dried fruits than there is fresh, um, in terms of quantity.
I give him
Um,
2 gold pieces. I say, keep the change, brother man.
thank you. Let's see. Okay, absolutely. Is there Is that all you're looking for? Is there anything else?
Uh, yeah, we got some food. I want to kind of stroll around looking at stuff and see if I can find what's his name? Romere's fucking booth, his little shop.
Okay, absolutely. It's not too difficult to find. It is one of the busiest stalls on the entire island in Toban Plaza. Um, People wait quite a bit in order to get whatever he's serving that day. It's usually he'll just do one dish per day, and it'll just be kind of whatever he's feeling. So at this point, you begin walking towards the where you know his stall to be, and you get kind of this scent of like almost like a fermented chili paste. It is kind of like strong, pungent, but there's like a bit of like garlic and ginger as well. The very, very clear in the air. It does smell very good.
Smells like shit. It's fine for his little booth.
Okay, so and what would you like to do?
Well, when I get up, I want to say, like, taking the orders at the front, or is he in the back?
Um, he's not taking orders necessarily at the front. Um, you see a couple of people that seem to be taking orders, and he is about maybe anywhere between 5 to 10 feet behind them, and he is just working on the food at the moment. So you just see the two I would say servers slash cashiers almost like they're the ones handling the money. That then they're going ahead and bringing him a plate. He serves everything up and then designs it in a sort of way, gives it back to them, and they immediately give it back to the customer. There's also a Goliath that you would know that is working at as his bodyguard.
Fuck that guy.
That is the new guy. Uh, if you remember,
Oh yeah.
the other guy got fired.
Okay.
Um, but yes. So, and what would you like to do?
Well, I'd go up and I say, "Excuse me, I'd like to talk to Romer. You know, he's a good friend of mine. I have some business to do with him.
Who are you saying this to?
Whoever's at the front."
Okay. You see this kind of like meek looking a woman, kind of like hair kind of tucked behind her ears, just like shoulder length brown hair. Kind of just look human woman. Just kind of looks up and goes, um, I'm sorry, but you'll have to wait in line for now if you're trying. I don't know if he'll be able to speak with anyone. But if you'd like to order something, you can always just stand in line for the moment.
No, I don't want any of your slop. I want to challenge this cocksucker. He thinks he's all that.
Um, this woman looks like is like put back a little bit. She's just like she's kind of like just handling everything else, and then all of a sudden there's this dragonborn who is um calling her boss a cocksucker. Um, and but
Hey,
from
Robert!
yeah, from behind her you hear, I don't even need to look up to know who's there.
Yeah, you know who it is. Best cook this side of the country.
Yeah, the best chef in all of you Vantrin, Double D, that's who.
Are you there as well, Kratoxel?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, we'll say you are. Yeah, okay. So you
I've been
see
trying to stay calm because last time I saw Romer, I threatened to eat his face. So
Tensions escalated very quickly last time.
yeah, they did. Um, but yeah, so you just hear Romero go, I suppose everyone is entitled to their own delusions, but whatever you feel.
I think it's time the people figure out who the real chef is. I challenge you to a cook-off.
Do
Pussy.
you? Do you? Okay. Well, You will have to wait for the moment. I am currently in a bit of a lunch rush.
Yeah, I understand that. We can do it later.
I suppose. But I don't know if I'm available today. Make a persuasion check.
Oh my gosh, this guy. What are you scared or something? Ooh, bad. 17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll say not scared, just busy. But if I have the time, I'll entertain this notion. Is there something you're looking to gain from all of this?
Yeah, my street cred and your business. We'll put pink slips on it.
Sounds like you don't have the balls to accept his challenge, Romare.
I feel like
Scared
I
you might lose.
I feel like I just did, but sure,
You said
that's
you'd think about entertaining the notion. That's like, maybe I'll take a shit later, maybe I won't. I don't know.
That's some
is
fancy
that a
talk.
is that a question that you often ask yourself? Are you constipated?
No, I
There
firmly
there are
decide
ingredients
when
for
I'm going to
that.
take a shit. Just like you should firmly decide whether you'll accept this challenge or not.
And for the first time, he kind of like looks up and he's still like working even as he makes like direct eye contact with you. Like nothing is changing with his plating. He just looks up and goes, "Fine. I haven't had a laugh in a minute, so sure. We'll do this later then." You can see that he has kind of like this almost kind of like this almost like a chicken katsu sort of thing going on, but he's melted some kind of like fermented chili paste as like kind of combination on top as almost as a sauce, and he served it with some kind of like ginger and garlic vegetable.
God damn it, Romare, that looks delicious. I'm
It
sucking it.
is. Some things never change though.
All right. I'll be in touch. I'll come back tomorrow.
We can do this later today if you prefer.
Oh, okay. If you're up to the challenge.
I've never backed down from anything. Even if your friends here tries to eat my face, I have better protection this time.
Oh,
Well, I'd certainly hope so. Your last protection wasn't really, uh, let's say, cutting it.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Well,
Um,
we'll see you later then, Romero.
all right, lovely. And with that, he kind of goes back. The woman that you guys have basically been standing in front of, she looks fucking confused and pretty afraid. Just like in between, like in this no man's land between two lizard people, basically, and a fucking her boss who is just talking for him talking some shit right behind her, and she's just like, what the fuck, I wish I wasn't here. You can see in her eyes.
I put one silver piece down on the counter and I say, maybe one day you'll work for a real chef. And I walk away all dramatic like.
I feel like I'm being brought into things I wish I wasn't in, but thank you anyways. And she pockets the silver piece. um all right. And until later, what would you like to do?
I would like to go find some oil to buy, like flasks of oil.
Flask of oil? Um,
Yes.
just like regular oil or
Yeah, it says here in the player's handbook that it's like a pint of oil usually costs a silver piece. I need it for my lantern I have.
oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Is that the lantern I gave you when you guys went to the Davon ruins or something?
Yeah, it's the lantern I found.
Okay, yeah. Easy enough. There's going to be a a fairly hefty, amount of, probably blubber and different things that could be used for in order to light a lantern. Pretty simple. You're able to go to a shop, and you said it's what, a
It says
silver
a
piece?
silver piece, yeah.
Um, okay, yeah. So yeah, you're able to find it easily enough. There's enough for at least 10.
Cool. I think I want to buy like 5.
5? Okay. So yeah, go ahead and you can mark that down.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's simple enough.
This will help with my lack of dark vision.
That's right. None of you fuckers have dark vision.
Yeah. Z
Except for
does.
yeah. Yeah, Z does, and I think Haggis does.
I was gonna say I think Haggis does too.
Yeah, but the rest of you do not. Let me
Yeah, it
see.
really surprises me that Dragonborn don't have dark vision,
You'd
considering
think, yeah, you'd think,
dragons
yeah.
They
have
live
such
in
crazy shit.
fucking caves and shit.
I know. Well, dragons have dark vision and shit.
Right.
Some dragons have like true sight, so like fuck.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I have no idea why. That's strange.
It's good genes. Um, Wait, what are you doing?
Well, I think that's everything I wanted to do until the cook off. How about you, Double D?
Double D goes up to Krill. Did you guys open the box yet? Did Mud tell us what this our live store?
Well, he couldn't open the box yet, but he's gonna get to working on that somehow. It does look like there's maybe some sort of key that we could find that could potentially open it, but until then, he's just gonna tinker away on it.
Okay. Well, we could go see him later. See what his progress is. I don't really have anything else to do. I start prepping a recipe for my cook-off.
Okay, fantastic. Let me see. If you guys want to skip through the rest of the day until a cook-off, we can do that. Or if there's anything else you guys would like to handle until then.
Yeah, I'm good.
I think I'm good, yeah.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So by this time, it's probably going to be around, I would say 3:30, 4 o'clock. And so it's probably been 5 or 6 hours since your last tense meeting with Romer. Um, but you make your way back into the Toban Plaza, and you follow the same smell until you're able to find his stall. At this point, he only has a few more customers, and then they serves the third to last, second to last, the last one, and then for the first time all day, there is no line at Romeo's stall. At this point, he puts everything down and goes to one of the two women. He goes, and you'll have no problem cleaning all of this up, I assume. He goes, no, of course. Let me go ahead and I'll take care of that now. Lovely. Thank you so much. Kav looks up and goes, didn't waste any time, I see.
No. Nope. We're ready.
Lovely. Okay. He looks over, makes kind of like a hand motion to the Goliath, points to a table and just kind of goes, set it up in the yard. I would love some people to view us. I hope you have no problem with that.
Oh, I'd love to watch them.
Oh no, we need people to taste. We need people to watch. You see, Krotoxel just goes out into like the middle of plaza and goes, "Come on, come on, see the greatest event on Ashen Rock to take place in years. The greatest cook-off between Double D, the greatest chef in New Vantran, and whoever the fuck this elf guy is. Romer, I think.
A bunch of people look confused. Some people still just walk by. Like you actually see one woman who was walking with her child, just kind of like grabs the child and like walks even faster. But you do see a number of people, probably around close to 20 people, just kind of like start walking over, hesitantly, but they start walking over the same.
Awesome. Perfect.
Um, but yes, Romero finally approaches. He goes, so have you thought about how you would like to lose in the least embarrassing fashion?
Oh, you're funny. You're a funny guy. I'm thinking,
Accused of many things. Funny? Not really, but I'll take it anyways.
no, you're not. That was a joke. You're not funny.
I didn't get it.
I
Says a lot
imagine
about you.
like a three-course meal to help decide the winner. Starter, a main, a dessert.
Hmm. I suppose we can go ahead and do that. Would you like to keep things casual, upscale? What would you prefer?
Um, a bit casual, but
Or casual?
fancy as you'd like.
Hmm, fair enough. Okay. I suppose, and you see that the Goliath goes ahead and brings out a large table. He goes, so where do you plan on cooking?
Um, well, I was gonna use your kitchen.
I'm using my kitchen. This
Oh, well,
feels a little difficult. It's a small kitchen, but I suppose you can go ahead and try to peruse, see if you might be able to get someone to assist you in that area.
that's crazy. Is there any hot dog carts or anything like that around?
Um, you do see there are a number of different, stands and such. You actually do see you see one man, or actually a female dwarf. She goes, "Love, you can use my kitchen if you like."
Oh, lovely, lovely. I won't disappoint.
Um,
Thank you.
she begins to as you begin to walk over to her, and she goes, "Please beat the fuck out of him. He
Amen to
is
that.
insufferable."
Yes, he is. Okay. I start prepping my station.
Okay. All right,
I
you
have a
begin prepping.
question.
Yeah, go right
I
ahead.
would like to come into the kitchen while Double D is super chefing it up, and I would like to cast a spell on him.
Make there are a number of different people watching, but make a sleight of hand check if you're I assume you're trying to be sneaky with it.
Yeah, I'll guidance myself too. I'm gonna need it. Sleight of hand. It's only a 13.
A 13. You do so you begin to do this incantation, and then all of you
I have to
moving your
touch him,
hands
so
and
I'm like
such.
right up next to
Yeah.
him.
Okay, so yeah, you're right next to him, and from the corner of your eye, you see Romer going, "Are you looking for some assistance?"
Thought you were cooking your own meal. Why don't you get back to your own shop,
Oh
fucker?
no, I am. I didn't realize this was a two-person team.
He's just hyping me up. This is my hype man.
Yeah,
You
Hmm.
I'm
have,
just giving him a pat on the back here.
yeah, look at that big. That's
Is that what he's doing?
what it looks like.
What are you doing, standing in the doorway with
Make
your
a
hand in your cock?
would you like to make a deception check?
Uh, no, honestly, no. Fuck Romer. If he's just gonna stand here and watch Double D cook while he's not cooking, then fuck it. He can lose and waste time.
Fine then. I'm okay with it. You're gonna need it.
have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm sure. But he
Um,
will allow you to cast a spell.
Well, just to spite him, I pull out a little licorice root myself. And I'm gonna use now. He won't be able to tell us the spell. I'm gonna use subtle spell, so there's no verbal or somatic components, and I cast haste on myself.
Okay.
I just stare him.
I want to cast Enhance Ability is the spell that I'm casting on Double D.
Okay.
I'm trying to like figure out what kind of check he would maybe use for. I don't know if it's like a cooking or like a tasting check that's going to be done. But I think I'm going to give you Cat's Grace, so you have advantage on dexterity checks.
You would know that there's going to be a number of different things that might be involved. Sorry, someone's at the door. Give me a minute.
I guess I'm trying to figure out what kind of check do you normally make to cook Double
Usually
D?
performance, I think.
A performance check? Okay.
There
That's
might
what
be
I'm
some,
trying to figure out is
yeah, I think performance would be good because I have pretty high charisma too. So
okay. I
Sorry
guess
about that.
and
It
what
was
I'm
just,
I'm
yeah, it was just my grandpa. So
oh
what's up?
cool. Oh, what I'm trying to figure out is like whatever Double D normally whatever his check that he normally makes for cooking,
Um,
that's like what I want to buff,
okay. Well, so in this, you would know that he often would be doing performance checks.
Performance checks. Okay. Then I'll give him Eagle's Splendor. So he has advantage on charisma checks.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you go ahead and you begin to go ahead and cast enhance ability on him. Um, and he goes, I think for this first one, we're just going, I think 15 minutes should suffice.
yes, I
Yeah,
agree.
well, you only 10 left, Romero. I don't know why you're standing here still.
Hmm. All right. And begin. And he immediately goes back, actually takes a swig of something right before, and yeah, he goes ahead and begins prepping his dish. Go ahead and we're gonna roll just a couple of things here, Double D. First is that I need you to go ahead and roll me a general dexterity check.
Yep. 16.
16. Okay, that's actually pretty good. You're able, well, why don't you describe what you're trying to prepare?
I think for my starter, I may do just a little salad, like a. I want to use. I don't have too many ingredients right now, but I want to use that hanging ivy I picked up. Is that stuff poisonous, or is that?
We gave that to Mud. I forgot to tell you. It's for a potion,
Oh, that's what it's for.
a
Well, I want
very
to
special potion. So
add like a fruit salad almost too, and put some of the dried mango. Get like a nice little dressing.
Okay.
A little bit of lemon.
So what kind of dish are you trying to prepare at the moment?
This is the starter.
Right. Yeah. So are you just trying to do like a fruit salad sort of thing?
Yeah, put some nuts and stuff in there.
Okay. Um, all right. Okay, if you would like to do that, you're able to go ahead and you're able to, with a 16, you're able to go ahead and slice through everything fairly quickly, especially considering the fact that you're hasted at the moment. Um, but yes, your knife work at this point is very clean. It's fairly uniform as well. So with that in mind, go ahead and now roll me. I want to do. Give me an intelligence check.
Ooh, that's my worst one. Oh, First time I ever rolled this green dice. Nat 20.
Wow. Okay then.
This dice got
With an intelligence check of a natural 20 for a total of
20. Yeah, I plus
okay,
zero.
gotcha. You are able to, even though you've just picked up these ingredients, you're able to figure out exactly how everything pairs with each other. You're able to barely without even tasting it, you're able to just go this is exactly what I'm looking for. So everything should complement each other perfectly. I will need one last check, and that will be a performance check. This is the big check.
I guidance him as well
Um,
on this check.
I'm gonna say since you're already doing enhanceability, that's enhanceability is also guidance and enhanceability are both concentration checks or concentration.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So
I'll
if you
keep
want to have an
enhanceability then. I'll keep
enhanceability, you can't
enhanceability
do
then.
that. Yeah. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, that's advantage, right?
That is correct.
Thank God, because I rolled a nat 1, but then the next one was a 15 plus 3, so 18.
I'm
18.
gonna do a cosmic omen and add a d6 to that.
Okay. Okay.
That's 6.
All right. So a 24. Let me see. Okay, so 24. Okay. Let me go ahead and add up some things for Romare really quick.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I just rolled 3 nat 1s in a row.
Oh Jesus! Throw the dice
Fuck.
away right now. Throw it away. Throw it away.
Who was the one that got the 20?
Oh God. Um, okay, fantastic. So you go ahead and you bring out describe your dish to me.
It's a whimsical little fruit salad. I got, a little base of some lettuce, just some common street lettuce, make it casual. And then a few dried papaya or dried mango and some nuts that I found on the street and in the trees
Mhm.
scattered around. Keep it common and
Okay,
casual.
absolutely. So you go ahead and bring out this dish. For as casual and as it seems, it does look fairly appetizing. It looks like everything has been prepared very well. It's very organized in a kind almost like in a messy sort of way, like it's almost on purpose. Um, but yeah, you go ahead and you bring out your dish and you bring and set it on the table. You from Romere's side, you have actually heard a couple of things bubbling. You've heard some oil as well. And he goes ahead and I'll describe what he brings out. It looks like it's on a circular plate, but there is almost like a fried bowl, if you will. And you look at it and it looks like he's actually fried up salmon skin. Um, and on the inside, it looks like he has done some kind of not quite caviar, almost like because there are some like poorer versions of caviar that he's actually done that with it looks like some kind of cream cheese as well layer. And some kind of garnish.
Yeah. Okay, big dog. Didn't know we were going to a 5-star restaurant,
He
motherfucker.
he did roll fairly well. Um,
Okay.
you did beat him on the second roll though.
The crowd will be the judge.
Okay.
Who's judging?
You go ahead and you bring out your both plates have been set on the table and Romare just kind of calls out and goes, "It seems we've forgotten something though. It seems that we need some judges."
Yeah, we do.
who here would like to participate?
That's where all these fine folks in the crowd come in.
Absolutely. Who would
I just push two
who
random people up.
you just go and grab two people?
Yeah, just like you and you. It's your lucky day.
Uh, uh you go ahead and you grab
Get three people.
yeah. So yeah, you go ahead and you grab these two humans, one man, one woman, and a third person steps up as well, and it looks like that person is a sea elf.
Oh,
So yeah, they go ahead and they go ahead and taste it. Let me go ahead and I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna roll. Okay. So you actually do see that the first person who comes up, the human woman, she goes ahead and takes a bite of your salad first, Double D, and she seems to be enjoying it quite a bit. She goes over and taste Romere's dish, and she actually makes kind of like a sour face.
yeah.
She
Nasty.
goes, "This is really fishy," and Romere goes, "I do believe that was the point, but I suppose everyone has their own taste." And she will go ahead and she actually gives it to you, Double D.
Nice. One down.
Take a minute.
Now you see the human male come up and he tries he has some kind of like he does have some kind of like fisherman's garb a little bit, and he goes ahead and tries your salad. Goes, I really do wish we had this sort of thing on the ship. And he goes ahead and he takes a bite of Romero's dish and goes, "Holy shit."
It's disgusting, isn't it?
He looks back and he goes, "I'm sorry, but it's him." And he goes ahead and gives it to Romero.
Fair.
Well, he's dying from scurvy.
um,
And the sea elf.
and the sea elf comes up. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d20, Connor.
Jesus. That's 6. A 9.
That's a 9. Okay.
9.
Um, and you see that the sea elf comes up and he tries both dishes and he goes, "I can honestly say that one of them is better." And he kind of motions to Romero's dish and goes, "It is plated extraordinarily. It is thoroughly thought out, but I have too much fish, so I'm going with him." And he gives the point to you.
Yes. Round one.
Oh, your
Double
audience.
D.
Oh, your audience.
Um, he goes, Romero goes, "Fair enough. Let's go to the main course then." Same as last time, everyone goes back to their stations. Looks over, he goes, "I think 25 minutes shall suffice for this one."
Yeah, I agree.
So go ahead if you would like to first, same as last time, we're gonna go ahead and roll a general dexterity check.
Okay. Plus 2. 14.
14. Okay. And what kind of dish are you trying to prepare for the main course?
All right, I had this envisioned in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I had picked up a nice rack of lamb. Okay.
Okay.
In a little bag to, salt it and preserve it for a bit during the day. And then I bring it here. Okay. And the thing that Romare doesn't understand, it's not about the food. It's about the show. It's a performance for the people. So the way I cook this is very unorthodox. but I put on a show for the good people. And what I do is I'm going to cut it into 3 nice little racks, right?
Sure.
And I take them all and I throw them in the air and I shoot off at the hip 3 a scorching ray, 3 little fireballs. And I cook the lamb in midair. And as it cooks, it comes down and I catch 2 in my hand and I'm like, oh no, what about the third? Mage hand catches it as it falls down and I land it on the plate and be plating. And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah, go ahead, give me a performance check with advantage.
And I'll cast
That was
prestidigitation
badass.
at the end of my plating. Clean it up. God damn, all right, I am gonna throw this fucking dice away. Another one. That is 18.
18. Okay, yeah, you go ahead and do this spectacular show. A lot of these people don't really ever see magic, by the way. Like maybe they see it in passing, but magic is often, controlled by the elites, if you will. So this is something that none of them have been able to see before. And a lot of them start going wild. Yeah, absolutely fucking cheering, everything. You see Romero kind of like peeks out and goes, "That's cute." And he just kind of continues. Yeah, he goes ahead and continues cutting away.
I fucking hate this guy.
Don't feel bad, Double D. He just wishes he could do magic, okay?
So go ahead and roll me a general intelligence check.
Let me use this. Not bad. 13.
13. Okay. This one is actually all very close so far. So yeah, you go ahead and you're able to, with your, go ahead and roll me one more d20. Just let me know what the number is.
17.
17. Okay. You go ahead and with your scorching rays, you have cooked the meat. I'll say that you know that you might have overcooked it just a little bit.
Yes, all for the show.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of difficult to control arcane fire in midair, when cooking a rack of lamb. But yeah, it's regardless still a spectacular showing. Let me see. But yeah, you go ahead and you think you're pretty confident in everything else. Roll me a performance check, and this is the one that you make with advantage.
Get in there, fucker. Oh, man. 15. I'm gonna use Bend Luck, which is a sorcerer ability, and I can add a D4.
Okay,
Also gonna use another cosmic omen.
go right ahead.
So 15, 19,
+4.
+4.
23.
23. Wow. It is very close for all 3 rolls, I'll let you know. Okay, so you go ahead and again, you're plating everything spectacularly at this point. And how would you like to play it or plate it and display it?
Well, I'll kind of I'll have like each of the, little racks kind of like a tent almost up on each other. A couple little garnish on the side, clean up the plate, pour my sauce, a little lamb sauce.
Okay, fantastic. So you do just that. You go ahead and you bring out your dish and put it on the table. And what Romer brings out is almost like a crescent moon of a porterhouse. He has made some kind of like red wine reduction, and he has poured it on just the outside, so that it's only draping over the outside half of the steak. It looks like he has also made a number of like palm puree or mashed potato flours that looks like he's fried the bottom so that it's crisped up and can hold on its own. And he places 3 different potato flours.
Double D's mouth starts watering.
It does. It is a your mouth starts watering, and it is an extraordinarily good looking dish. Because he rolled extremely well for performance. But yes, you go ahead and Romero goes, for the sake of keeping things fair and everyone being able to try things, let's get 3 new people up.
Of course, I couldn't agree more. Hey, look at that. I guess we can agree on something, Romer.
I guess so. Stranger things have happened.
Indeed. All right.
So yeah, three more people come up very excitedly this time. Before, people were pretty hesitant to approach the table. But yeah, at this point, people are fucking very excited. You see one halfling man, you see 2 more or 1 more human male and a half elven female. The 3 of them approach, and the halfling goes ahead and takes a bite. Um, you would know you're looking at your lamb, and it does look like it's just yeah, it does look to be just a little bit overcooked, but otherwise it's a very beautiful presentation. So yeah, he goes ahead and takes a bite, and he seems to love it. He goes ahead and takes a bite of Romer's dish afterwards, and he ends up giving the point to you, Double D.
Huzzah!
The next is going to be the human male, and he comes up, takes a bite of your lamb. He does seem to enjoy it, but does make note he go of that it's just a tiny bit dry, but otherwise a great dish. And he goes over and tries the porterhouse and everything. He kind of just goes, "This is one of the best things I've ever had. I have to vote for you," and does give the point to Romer.
Yes, yes, yes. It does look delicious.
At this point, the half elven female walks up, takes a bite of yours, and goes, "I think that you did a fantastic job, by the way." And she walks over and takes a bite, and her eyes kind of bug out for a second, goes, "Fuck." Kind of like, "Pardon me." And she goes, "I apologize, but I have to give it to him," and ends up giving the point to Romer.
Round 2 goes to Romer. It's on to round 3. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around to see who wins the dessert round. What do you say, Romer? 15 minutes again sound good?
15 minutes will suffice well. I have something to do soon. But yes, if you would like, we can go to the third round. It is tied at this point. If you would like to go ahead and roll first for a dexterity check, what kind of dish would you like to make?
I want to make a real simple and easy. I'm gonna use the fresh papaya I bought earlier. I'm gonna take some nice ice cream, some creamy vanilla ice cream, and just kind of, put it in a little bowl together. Real simple, classy,
Okay,
good for the folk.
absolutely. So go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
Oh, yeah, papa. 19.
Ooh, nice.
By the way, I just want to point out that in the last round, your guys' rolls never were separate by more than 2.
God damn.
He beat you by on all 3. The first one, oh sorry, no, the last one you got 23, he got 26. Because he has a very high performance. It was 16 to 14, 14 to 13, and 26 to 23. I just want to point out that's what it was on the last round.
Damn.
Yeah, it was tight. Your dish was very good.
That one
So yeah, you go ahead and you kind of like do that trick where you do take the two spoons and you start shaping the ice cream a little bit in order to make these kind of like diamonds, if you will, of vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
And so all right, let's go ahead and roll an intelligence check now.
Um, don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. Not bad. 15.
15. Holy fucking shit.
For having no intelligence, I will take that.
All right. So yeah, you go ahead and you're looking at everything and you're like, I feel like it's missing something almost. And you kind of like have this idea, you're like, I know. And you start immediately like toasting some kind of like some nuts and everything.
Ooh, I want to do. Oh, that is a great idea. I throw up some. Uh, what's those? Like, I don't know. I just throw up some nuts and I cast shocking grasp from my fingertip
Yeah.
and catch them as they fall down onto the ice cream.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you go ahead and do that. You can actually hear it sizzle a little bit in the ice cream, and it looks like each one of the nuts is almost like indented, different parts of the ice cream. Um, or embedded, I should say, into the ice cream. That's what I meant to say. Okay. Let's get to the final roll and let's do a performance check.
I haven't used this dice yet. Oh damn! I threw that fucker. 22. Yes.
My last cosmic omen.
You use your okay.
No, I'm going.
So
Yeah, I'm going.
yeah,
to.
going to.
Gotta stop rolling these dice so close to each other. Jesus. That's another 6.
6. All right. So your total is a 28.
1 second. Hold on. Let me see how many times I can. Okay. Yeah. 28. Yeah. 22%.
Wow. Okay. This is hilarious. Um, so you go ahead and you played everything. It's almost like you've made like this kind of forest, if you will, of different logs, if you will, of ice cream as well. That looks like it has like different little holes that has like what kind of nut did you throw in there? Like a pistachio? What were you trying to do?
I hate pistachios. I would do like almonds or like pecans. Pecans. That one.
Okay, you all right, you go ahead and
Yeah.
use some pecans that have a little bunch of them are sticking out almost like spines out of the ice cream, as well as some fairly uniform but well prepared papaya. You go ahead and are there any adjustments you would like to make to your dish?
Uh, I give it each one a little kiss and I send it out.
Okay, you give your dish a kiss, and you go ahead and you bring it to the table. What you see on the other side, Romer, it looks like he has brought out three different like ramekins, and it looks like he has made some kind of creme brulee of sorts. Um, and it looks like he has actually also similarly made a papaya reduction, and he has done a few different drops over each creme brulee.
Real original asshole.
I wonder what how did we survive before you discovered the papaya? That baffles me every day. So he goes, finally, let's go ahead and bring on just a few more people. And at this point, you see actually three dock workers, all human males, go ahead and approach. Um, they go ahead and taste. The first one goes ahead and tastes your dish, Double D. Goes, I love that. I actually really like the pecan in there. And he goes over and cracks one of the creme brulees, and he goes ahead and he tastes it, and he goes, very good. It's a little fancy for my taste. I give it to him, and he gives it to you, Double D.
Ooh.
So we go ahead and the second one kind of comes up and tries your dish. Goes, I like that as well. This pecan was just a tiny bit burnt, but I like it. He goes ahead and walks over to Romero's dish and goes, is that a fucking mango creme brulee? I have never seen that before. And he ends up giving the point to Romero.
Dude, mango creme brulee sounds like ass. I would
Should
never.
say, how do you what? Just trying to
Ooh.
process that. Like,
It's actually a dish, by the way.
how do you make that?
Um, you kind of have like a through a fine mesh sieve, you can, this is not even Romero, this is just me. This is, you can actually do like a mango reduction. You,
Oh, okay.
so you kind of boil down your mango,
I see.
and you eventually put it through a fine mesh shiv or sh can't say
Shiv.
the fucking, yeah, Jesus
Sieve.
Christ.
Let's see.
Thank you. And yeah, you go ahead and push it through there, and you have very pure kind of like flavor of mango. But there have been actual like fruity creme brulees. But yeah, he goes ahead and he gives the point to Romer. Finally, the third guy comes up and tastes your dish and does seem to enjoy it quite a bit. Walks over and kind of tastes Romer's dish. He kind of stops, puts his spoon down, and walks over to you, Double D. He goes, you know, I've seen this guy in the past. I have to say he's kind of an asshole, but I can't lie. And he gives the point to Romero. Um, at this point, it is shown that Romero is declared the winner of this little contest. And but yes, he at this point, it looks like a few more workers kind of go over to start clearing some of the tables. Actually, a lot of people just kind of like take the food and start fucking running, by the way. Because it is, regardless, on both sides, very good. Let me see. So yeah, you at this point, the dwarven woman who gave you her space, she kind of goes, tough luck, dear, but you did a very good job, regardless.
Thank you. Double
Well,
D's in shambles.
you shouldn't be ashamed. You did a fine job.
In shambles.
At this point, Romer begins to approach you. He has the Goliath like very, very close on him. The Goliath at this point is very much eyeing you, Krilltoxel. Just
Yeah,
watching you.
I probably like left as soon as Romero won because otherwise I'm doing something bad.
Okay, yeah, so you fucking
I'm
book
not
it. So
even
it's
there. I don't book it. I like Bean Mug, Romero, and then just leave the town square.
okay, you leave the town square. At this point, it's just Double D in the stand. Romer begins to approach, and he goes, whatever you think, I want you to know, while I am the best, you've surprised me. You did pretty well.
You arrogant prick.
I'm paying you a compliment.
And you just can't say it fucking nicely, can you?
I just said you did a great job. I am surprised. You are a much better chef than I had thought. Good
Okay.
job.
I'll take that. I will take that. Thank you.
Good job.
But
There's,
I'll be back, you son of a bitch. We're gonna do
I'm
this.
sure. I'm sure. I awaits the day. As he begins to walk away, and he goes, by the way, good job on the ice cream. It looks nice. I'd eat it. And him and his bodyguard begin to walk away.
Double D just kind of he's just gonna sit out there, probably for like 4 hours, and just kind of ponder.
Yeah, you go ahead and you just stay out here. You find like a place to sit down.
Like when it
and-
starts raining and he's the only one left, just sadness falls over
Oh no.
defeat. Failure.
Oh no, yeah, it begins to drizzle a little bit. Not a hard rain, but just enough. And yeah, there's just a wet double D in the middle of Tobon Plaza. I'll let you know, by the way, that was some of the most ridiculous fucking rolls I've had in a while.
Those were
You
great.
got a 19, he got a 21. You got a 15, he got a 17. You got a 28, he got a 30.
Fucking
He
hell.
beat you by 2, all 3 rolls.
It got
And
really close right there.
huh?
It got really close at the end.
Yeah. No, you made it pretty close. I mean, it was tight. It was a tight competition. Um, but yeah, you can say Double D that even though you're disappointed, you did pretty well.
I am pleased with my performance. And now Double D's just kind of thinking of new recipes and he wants to collect new ingredients that'll make his things more
Okay,
stand
absolutely.
out for the next competition.
Absolutely. So with that in mind, I'm going to run downstairs and grab a beer really quick. Yeah, if you guys wants to take just like a quick 2-minute break.
Take out the laundry. Zach, have you seen this new game that's coming out called Dragon's Dogma 2?
I didn't know it was a game coming out. I know there's a TV show on it about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Seems
It's
like
pretty
right.
badass.
Oh, is it animated?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. Yeah. I
So
want
if there's a game coming out about it, absolutely, that's badass, dude. Because the main character is sick as shit.
Yeah, it's like super D&D basically because you make your character and then you like can find random like they call them pawns and they can be in your
Right.
boat and you can like go
Okay.
control them and like
Oh,
you
that's
know,
badass.
creating all these giant fucking monsters and shit. I want to throw a fucking claymore mushroom at him.
Dude. Crotoxel's fucking he's not happy right now.
I was so close. I I didn't want to do it, but I kind of did. I was gonna like charm person on the last guy,
Mm,
do it subtly and like maybe, but I didn't want to win off that. I was like,
right. I really wanted my fucking woe cosmic omen because then I could subtract a d6 from his roll
oh, that's
and
cool.
then like just like tank his fucking rolls, you know?
Oh yeah, wait, no shit. I can do what I just realized is I could use bend luck to take away from his roll too. I forgot about that.
Mm,
Just like your cosmic omen thing.
nice.
So for the next, I'm gonna go take out this laundry.
All right. Considering we're on an island right now, I am drinking a Cutwater Mai Tai.
Nice.
So, Zach, have you not been able to hear my music this entire time?
Nope.
Fuck me. All right. I'm super annoyed. With myself, I should have figured that shit out, but regardless.
You know what Double D does after crying in the rain? Like,
Are you also crying in the rain?
well, just weeping so quietly.
Oh boy, you're making this as sad as possible. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Go to the bar.
What does Double D do?
Go to the bar.
Okay.
Drink.
Um, all right. So from there, you would know that the closest one actually probably would be the quarter glass. Um, or you could try to make your way over to the Half Moon Inn. Both are pretty close.
Yeah, I like the Half Moon Inn.
Okay. You go ahead and make your way to the Half Moon Inn. At this point, it is fairly rowdy. You actually do see a number of different patrons in there, that people that you know. You see Willow over in the corner. It looks like she is kind of being hit on by a number of different people, but is kind of there almost surveying everyone. You do see right now Haggis and Milo as well in the corner. No sign of Z at the moment, but yes. Do you just want to go drink at the moment?
Yes.
Okay.
Have a drink.
Um, okay. And Krill Talk, so what are you doing? Are you also going to say that you're at the Half Moon
What
Inn, or is
time is it?
at well, okay, you left after, but there's like a 4 hour period, 4 hour difference between the time that the everything ended to when he makes it to the Half Moon Inn. So if you want to say that you were doing something during those 4 hours, we can do that.
Okay, what time did the competition end?
Would say it's probably ended around 4:30. So yeah, by the
Okay.
time Double D's at the bar is 8:30.
Krilltoxel is going to go back to the ship, grab his 55 pounds of salt, and he's gonna head off towards the volcano.
Okay, just so you know, it is going to be around I want to say it's like a 4 hour journey.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's
Um,
exactly what I want.
okay. Uh, Before we move to that, we'll just do one last thing for Double D.
Okay.
At this point, are you just like trying to keep to yourself? Are you trying to talk to anyone?
No, I'd go up to like Haggis and Milo and just kind of tell them about what happened.
Um, they both at this point, Milo's at it looks like Haggis has challenged Milo to a drinking contest, and Haggis is drinking him under the table at the moment. And Milo is again a 16-year-old boy, and he's fucked up. So Milo's like unresponsive at the moment, but you do see Haggis very drunkenly go, "Oh, fuck that guy. I think you're fucking great." You say it.
I'm great.
You're fucking great.
Fuck.
Fucking great. You know it. Fuck that guy. We'll kill him tonight. I don't give a fuck.
Amen to that, but maybe not tonight.
Um, at this point, you do see a couple of people walking by. Actually, people that you know. You do see let me see here. You actually see Koshi walking about, and he kind of walks over and goes, "Are you currently looking for Master Quan? Because he's actually not here at the moment."
Me? No, no. I'm just here to get fucking drunk.
I suppose you can do that. Sort of a celebration or drowning your sorrows.
Yeah, the second one.
Oh,
I big swig.
I am sorry to hear that then. He goes over and puts a few gold on the table and just goes, Just go ahead and give it to him, and brings out a bottle of rum, like a dark rum, and puts it on the table. He goes, "Whatever it is that you're currently going through, understands that you have dealt with worse things in the past. I'm sure that you'll be able to push through this as well."
I give him a little nod.
And Koshi begins to walk off. It looks like there's a lot of new patrons in here right now. You don't see a lot of the people that you know. Um, you do see Galt is still kind of like resting on the chair back there. Because whenever the only one who there's a large chair that kind of oversees the pit. The only one who will really sit in it is Quan. But if Galt is leaning on it, it means he's in charge. But yeah, just about those two are yeah, at this point Koshi, Galt, and maybe Jofun, the cleric, are the only ones you really see at the moment. But with that, you go ahead and you're able to get drunk, unless there's something else you would like to do, Double D.
That's about it.
Okay. You begin, Kroltoxel, you begin to make your way over to the other side of the island. A number of hours go by. You eventually do pass by the familiar farm. Let me see. What the fuck did I call it? It's the Ison residence, where it looks like they are growing a certain herb or
Yeah, how
certain
are these
plant.
flowers looking?
The flowers, it is beginning to get a lot colder. It's at this point, it is starting to get what we would say late October, early November. So it's starting to get a little bit cold. I don't know. I don't remember the name of the different months off the top of my head. So we're just gonna say it's kind of like that. Um,
Because
but
I
yeah,
remember the last time we were here, they weren't quite flowering yet.
that is correct. Well, at that point, it was still like beginning fall, but it has been a month and a half since you guys have been here. Um, so it does look like the flowers are beginning to bloom a little bit more. Um, and you see off in the distance you hear tung, 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 the familiar sound of Richie shooting seagulls.
Good old Richie, man. Can I pick up a seagull snack on my way to the volcano?
Would Yeah, I mean at this point you're kind of like on the road a little bit, but you do see like Richie with
Hey,
a
Richie, how you
crossbow.
doing?
He kind of turns back towards you and actually fires,
Oh boy.
and a seagull actually catches the arrow, almost like gets in between you and the arrow and fucking immediately dies. Like just this kid is such a prodigy at shooting seagulls. Even when he's not trying to, he's killing them. You don't know if he'd be good actually in any other circumstance, but seagulls, he's fucking them up. Um, but yeah, so he goes ahead and he goes, "Hi,
How you doing, Richie? It's been a while.
fuck seagulls.
Fuck the seagulls. You mind if I take a couple of these for a snack?
Fucking take them."
Thanks. I grabbed like 3 seagulls and
Yeah, you go
bite
ahead
the
and
head off one.
yeah, you go ahead and he goes, "Good.
Well, have fun, Richie.
All right." Turns around and immediately snipes another seagull.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this kid's a prodigy. By the way, he's like 10. He's like 10 years old.
Damn, dude. Krilltoxel makes another mental note to recruit Richie to the ship.
God damn it.
And
All
he
right, yeah.
continues walking. He's like, Richie's a pretty good shot. We could use another archer on the ship. Yeah. I'll run it over by.
Beautiful. Okay. Over some time, you do finally make your way to the Fumarole Ridge, where you know that the volcano, the dormant volcano, is still there, and there are the kind of like sand spas, if you will, all around. Um, but yeah, you begin to approach, and you do see this one human male in this nice lavish burgundy robe, just going, it's a little bit late, but I might still be able to help you. What can I do for you?
Yes, I'm wondering if I could maybe temporarily borrow one of your hot springs. I'll pay for it too if that uh, needs to be done or something. I'd like
Typically,
to.
there is a charge for entry. If you are trying to use one of our springs. May I ask what you're using it for?
Yes, I would like to commune with a goddess.
Well, I must say that isn't really one of the services we provide.
I know. Don't worry. I brought all the materials I need. Um, yeah, it'll be fine.
I suppose, typically we only charge maybe 3 gold for entering, but are you trying to get an entire spring to yourself?
Um, More than likely, it could be a small one. It doesn't have to. It could be like a foot of water or so.
Kind of looks through this book that he has, and he goes, all of them are in use now, but I suppose I can ask, yeah, I can go ahead and ask the McConaughey couple if they might be willing to move. We can offer them a different service. It will be a little bit more expensive, just so you know, if you're looking to rent out your own spa.
That's totally fine. If it's outside or a real shitty one, whatever you got's fine by
Okay.
me.
Um, let me go ahead and see what I can do. He begins to walk back, kind of leaving you at the front. He walks back over to the different spas, and he finally comes back and he goes, "Well, I do think I was able to square something away for you. As long as whatever you're doing will not ruin the spa or it will not have any drastic consequence. Is
Oh,
that
of
that
course not. No, I mean
okay?
I'll be putting a little bit of salt in it, but it should filter out, in a couple days or so.
Typically it does. I suppose we could advertise something for that. Salt baths are always nice. Um, Regardless, I think if I did tell the McConaughey couple that if they were to move, you would be able to pay for a couple's massage for them. Would that
Yeah,
suffice?
that's totally fine.
Okay.
Of course.
The entire thing then would be around 9 gold. Is that something?
Here you go. I'll hand him 10 gold.
Okay. You give him 10 gold and he goes, well, thank you very much then. I do appreciate it. And I will go ahead and I'll square away everything now. It just might be another 20, 30 minutes before I have everything prepared.
That's totally fine.
He go right before he turns away. Do you need a privacy screen?
Um, Probably not. I think it's all gonna be in my head mostly, but yeah, it might not hurt. Who knows what's gonna happen.
I I suppose. Okay. I will go ahead and I'll bring it out at least. And if you request, we can go ahead and put a privacy screen around you. Um, so yeah, he goes ahead and he goes back to with this yeah, he goes ahead and prepares this spa for whatever strange ritual that you're trying to do right now. Um and you do see it kind of like leaving an older couple. It looks like the man is significantly older than the woman at this point. It looks like they're leaving whatever spa. Um, and the man looks a little disgruntled, and but the woman kind of gives you like a shot of like thank you sort of thing as they head over and to a massage. And finally, the man comes back around. He goes, if you will go ahead and follow me here, I'll guide you to your spa for the night.
Of course, of course.
And yeah, he brings you back. It's not a large spa. It kind of almost resembles like the Mickey Mouse ears. Um, in a way, but it's enough for you. It would probably be enough for maybe another like if everyone like your entire party could fit in here, it's probably the size of a large jacuzzi.
Hmm, nice.
But yeah, he turns back and goes, I hope this will be sufficient. Hands you a bell and he goes, if you do need anything, or if you would like for us to put the privacy screen around, ring the bell and we'll be right over.
Yeah, maybe just put the privacy screen. It might get like glowy and bright lights. Yeah,
As
who
long
knows?
as it doesn't, yeah, I will do that now anyway, so it doesn't disturb any of the other patrons.
Yeah, sounds good.
And I guess I'll wait until or I'll pour the salt in now while they're putting the privacy screen up.
Okay.
And then once that goes up, I'll just like strip naked, take off my satchel, take off my loincloth,
Hmm.
and then I'll activate my starry form, and I'm going to do the dragon, which I don't think I've activated yet before. But yeah, so I'll activate my dragon starry form and I'll get in the pool and um, I'll have Schmeckle sit on my chest. And yeah, I guess I will try to commune with. Oh, I also want to cast enhance ability on myself
Okay.
and give myself the intelligence one. Fox is cunning. And then I
Is
guess,
there a
just
role
lay
involved
down.
with this spell, by the way?
I haven't cast. So
Or
enhance ability is just it gives me advantage on
right. No, I
intelligence
know. I
checks.
figured that what you're trying to do right now is that not a spell, or are you just trying to do?
No, it's not a spell. I'm just like I don't have any spells to like commune with a god, so this is
Okay.
my way of trying to commune with a god is
Okay.
basically deprive my body of all senses, activate like my one of my starry forms and try to commune with her about uh the dreams she sent me.
Okay. Okay. Um, Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Right. Do I add anything to that?
No,
Okay. 8.
8. Okay. Okay. And for go ahead and actually, yeah. Now go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw as well.
Actually, let me 21.
21. Okay. It's very good. Um, what you go ahead and you are sitting in this pool of incredibly salty water at this point. Um, you have little Smeckle currently on your chest as you have like leaning back in this pool. You you keep wondering what's going to happen. You keep staring at the sky, and it is a very clear sky. You see a number of different constellations as well. Um, you're able to make out different constellations. One for the you do see the one for the Enlightened One. You see one for the Iron Judge. You see off in the distance. You see for the Arcane Raven, the Invented One. Um, but yes, you're gazing at the sky, wondering what is going to happen. You're not familiar with um, what what you're not familiar with exactly how to speak with the divine. You're not sure how it works. And as you begin to, over the next hour, staring at the sky, wondering how you might be able to speak, you whisper certain things. You finally look down and you begin staring at Smeckle, just blinking, kind of just staring up at you and just blinking away. As the over the next 20 minutes, you're kind of just staring at Smeckle as he unfazingly stares back into your eyes, and you can feel yourself begin to drift into a sleep. You don't know how long it's been um, since everything has passed, but you do your eyes just jolt open, and what you see is actually a purple sky. No stars, just a purple sky, and you look in the distance and it looks like there's some lightning storms off in the distance. You begin to look around, and where you're laying on this vast pool, kind of pool of water, but you can see everything. Every time you shift your body, it kind of you can see the ripple effects, but you don't feel wet. Your scales aren't getting any damper, um, and you're looking around, and you see that it looks like you're in the eye of a storm, almost like you're in a hurricane. Everything is chaotic around you, but where you are, nothing really is happening. It's just there's some strange beauty in the chaos of it.
Can I try and cast a spell in here?
Yeah, what kind of spell would you like to cast?
Um, well, I think. Oh man, I'm on the fence of two different spells right now. I either want to cast my Moonblade or my Call Lightning because I saw that lightning. I kind of want to disrupt the calmness here just a little, but I also kind of want to like uh pull up my Moonblade if I can. I'm gonna just make a check and see which one I go for. Okay. I think I tried to summon my Moonblade.
Okay. You go ahead and begin the incantation to summon your Moonblade. And when you go ahead and almost reach out, nothing happens. Not like you're not able to cast magic. You can still feel your arcane ability kind of flowing through you, but it's almost like someone is stopping it.
Hmm.
As you look down almost at your claw, going, what just happens? You see that it looks like there is a long shadowed figure, um, that looks like they are sprawling throughout this large body of water. As everything continues to ripple, you finally see this form, and it calls to you. It says, "Some things are not meant to be disturbed. In the eye of the storm, in the midst of pure chaos, sometimes that is where we find enlightenment." For what reason do you call to Our Lady?
I wish to seek her guidance to pledge my blade to her if I can.
Many pledge themselves to the Lady of Dragons and the Queen of Dreams. What do you have to bring to the Enlightened One?
She has sent me a vision. I wish to seek
knowledge of it. Can I try to like change my starry form to like mimic the stars I saw in that weird
Yeah.
place?
Yeah, you can. And as you do that, as you finish your sentence, this form that's just sprawling out flat on this body of water immediately comes to form just in front of you, standing at least 10 feet tall. Just a shadowed blue kind of figure, kind of like looks down directly at you and just goes, then show what's kind of dream. What's visage were you permitted?
I'm not exactly certain on the details of the dream. I simply went to bed. Well, not it. It was during the day, wasn't it? That
You
I
were
had this
get
dream?
you're given the dream during night.
It was during the night. Okay.
Yeah.
I simply went to bed one night and woke up, in a cold sweat, uh, having seen stars I had never seen before. Some sort of strange circle of stars as well.
You see stars. But Our Lady is not the Queen of Stars. She is the Queen of Dreams, the Queen of Dragons, and knowledge.
And that is
She,
why I have come seeking her help. She is the Lady of Knowledge, the Enlightened One. If anyone would have a glimpse of an understanding of what this might be, it is her.
she knows all. But the question still remains. Who are you that would ask for the Enlightened One's blessing? One who carries so many burdens.
I am but a humble lizard folk, one who uh, has no real guiding light, as it were, in his life, and is currently torn between two paths. And I personally would like to not go down the other path.
One who escapes from the nomadic lizard folk tribe. One who seeks the stars to guide them from where they were previously. I wonder, are, are you looking to benefit yourself? Are you trying to benefit others? Or are you just trying to escape from what you were surrounded by for so many years? And as this figure says that, it transforms into another lizard folk, one a little bit taller, one with elongated, very profound claws, a larger jaw, and a very familiar lizard folk. You would know this to be your brother.
I think Krotoxel just like falls to his knees and he goes,
I I thought I was trying to help people originally, but I realized I was only trying to help myself. I I have met someone recently who quite drastically changed the way I see things, and I wish to recenter myself back to helping people.
Hmm.
and I don't know if this thing can read my mind or if the light one is like is hearing this, but when I say that I'm thinking of Camilla,
Okay.
just so you are aware.
Okay. You have this. You. Okay. You think of Camilla, and as you go ahead and you think of that, you all of a sudden this lizard folk begins to transform again, and it does transform into the visage of Camilla, walks up to you and goes, but in that same raspy voice, But you continue to try to help others. But you try to help those who can't be saved. And when as he says that, he goes ahead and transforms into another lizard folk. Let me see.
Is it the little boy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ruat. Yeah, I had to check the name again. I have the doc open, but um, all of a sudden transforms into this sickly little lizard folk you would know to be Ruats or Ruits. I don't remember how to pronounce. I know you have it, but it's in a different sheet.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Regardless, uh, it seems to be a common trend. But how would you, someone who escapes the bloody maw, help those of the living? How would you guide others towards a path of enlightenment?
I would pledge my body and my soul to the lady and would do my best to help all those in need, not just those I know I can save, but those that, even those I know I can't save.
Are you being completely truthful right now?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think right now Crotoxel is. He had a moment earlier where he was seriously contemplating burning down Romir's shop. I shit you not, like I texted Connor about it. I was like, Crotoxel's gonna go burn this fucking place down to the ground. Which is why he left. And I think now that like his essentially his prayers were answered, he has kind of given up on that and is fully committed to this path.
Okay. You go ahead and as it was formerly Rawat goes ahead and transforms into kind of like the visage of a dragon of a golden dragon. Um, Looks down at you and goes, "Those who seek enlightenment don't do so purely for trying to better themselves. They do it so that they can go ahead and help others. If they have to sacrifice their minds, their body to help the world, that is how the lady has done it. That is how those who have followed her grace and in her footsteps have done it as well. That is forsaking petty squabbles and turns into Romer.
Yeah, I just like,
Um,
yeah, whatever.
yeah, you and goes, that is how you escape bad blood. Turns into your brother. Um, it is how it's forsaking that which terrifies you, and transforms into Idril, the
Oh,
woman wielding
fuck.
the spear.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay.
And
I think I do flinch a little at that, but
yeah, just a
I know
little,
more about
yeah,
her, so like it's like I grit my teeth, like like I'm prepared to meet her.
yeah. And for the unknown, being able to delve into it without flinching, and at this point transforms into a kind of like the visage of a completely black, but you can see it is almost like the outline of a woman with long flowing hair. Dangerous tides approach. How you shall delve into this will determine whether or not you can walk in the lady's presence, if she will grant you the power of her grace. We shall see. You, scaled one, what question would you ask of the lady's servants?
Uh, the lady's servant.
You get the idea that this is not the enlightened
Yeah,
one.
right.
You
No,
get because
I've
each
gathered that
yeah,
much.
each god has a number of servants, whether or not they're angels or whether or not they're just some other kind of, given some of that god's power, you are speaking to some kind of servants of the enlightened one.
Right, right. Um, hmm. I guess I just
I would like to know where I might go to learn more about these stars I have seen.
The stars given to you in the dream. I'm curious. Does the dream scare you? Or are you
It
enticed by the unknown?
intrigues me.
Hmm,
Stars I have
fascinating.
never seen before warrant documentation.
Stars shrouded in darkness. Those that have not been seen in the millennia. Not since the clouds encompassed the archipelago have they been seen as forces retreat to the hole from which they hide. Something stirs. You can look if you like. Seek out the danger and the power that is the never-ending dark.
I think Krotoxel like takes a knee, like just like one knee, like like bowing formally, kind of, and he will try to like summon his Moonblade again, and just like, but kind of like in a respectful kind of like I offer
Yeah,
my
this
sword.
this time the servant allows it and does not counterspell your Moonblade.
Perfect, cool. Yeah,
Um, yeah, you go ahead and this beautiful lunar blade is now in your grasp.
I pledge myself to the Enlightened One and will seek out these stars and their meaning.
Do so in her name, but more importantly, do so in the protection of others, so that our shared knowledge might benefit all. And with that, it cycles through all of the different visages that you have seen from all the people you have hated. It then transforms into each member of your party, before eventually becoming a massive figure. It looks almost like a female figure with a dragon draped around her shoulders. Then go on, server. We shall see what she grants you. And with that, your eyes almost like forcibly close.
right. Yeah.
And you go ahead and you wake up and you are in in your salt bath. Still Smeckle, just blinking at you.
Well, Schmeckle, that was quite the fucking trip. What do you say we go do some drugs now?
Just like licks its own eye.
Perfect. Great, you're back to normal. Thank God. You were really freaking me out there for a minute.
And I will, I guess, put my clothes back on. Thank the staff for their hospitality, and I will make my way back to the ship.
Okay. It will take a while. You will have to miss out on part of the day if you would like to get a long rest. Um, Otherwise, you would need to take 1 point of exhaustion.
I'll miss out on part of the day. That's right.
Okay. So yeah, at this point, you probably wake up around if you got there around 8 or 9, you're probably not leaving until like at least 11:30 midnight.
Beautiful.
But yeah, you begin to make your way back to the ship and back to the cove under the Half Moon Inn.
Eat my two other seagull snacks on the way back.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead and munch into these seagulls, and around 4 a.m., you finally make your way back to the ship.
Beautiful. I will sleep till noon.
Okay. With that, what would you guys like to do?
I guess Double D's got an earlier start to the day than I do. So
Yeah, so Double D, you specifically, what the fuck is? Okay, sorry. My dog was growling at my cat.
That's probably
He's doing his whole thing. So Double D, at this point, you go ahead and you wake up probably a little bit hungover. Um, and you are currently, would you actually like to roll on the drunk table?
oh god. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let me go ahead and pull it up.
Oh man. Oh gee.
Let me pull up. I did not have it ready, so give me a minute. Where is it? Okay, so go ahead and roll me a D100.
48.
48. Oh, that's funny. Quick question. I forget this. Does Double D wear clothes? Right, he
Yeah.
does. Sorry, you cut out for a minute. What was your answer?
Wear a robe.
You wear a robe. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. You go ahead and you actually wake up on your ship, in your room, and roll me 2d4.
2 ones.
2 1s. You see, you go ahead and wake up in your own bed on your ship, and you see almost at the foot of the bed, it looks like two prostitutes.
Oh.
They are both fully clothed, as are you.
Oh. Interesting. An interesting night for Double D.
Um, they begin to stir, and waking up, and they go, "Oh, hello. Thank you for letting us stay here last night."
Yes, I am a gentleman and a scholar.
We're very appreciative. And thank you. It gives us a little bit of a safe space.
Yes, of course. I totally remember everything that happened.
Um,
Ah,
yeah. So they kind of look back and go, "Okay, well, at this point, we do really have to go, but thank you. We do appreciate it."
okay. Goodbye.
Okay. They begin. Both of them kind of get up and start making their way out of the room.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. You begin, like, you're looking down, and you do notice that your clothes are perfectly fine, and you are not sticky.
Weird.
Yeah. So you feel completely normal.
Good. Good night. Good day. I head over to Mud's house.
Okay.
To seize the day.
Um, we'll go ahead and yeah, you finally make your way back to Mud's house. At this point, it's probably when you begin to leave, is you notice that it looks like Krill Toxel has come back to the ship. You did not remember him at the Half Moon Inn. Um, and so yeah, you it looks like he's back and he's asleep. I'm guessing you still make your way back to Mud's Muppet.
Oh well, if I see Krill, I'll make up a little breakfast, and then when he wakes up, we'll eat and we could go back to Muds together.
Okay. Um, it looks like he hasn't been here for long.
Mhm. Well, then
Probably
I'll
like face down, one
Yeah,
leg out off the bed,
yeah. I'll say that you're able to deduce that it looks like he has been out all night, and it looks like he's only been back on the ship for maybe 3 hours.
I'll make him some food and I'll just leave it next to him.
Okay,
I I write a note. I put heart double D, but my handwriting is god awful, so it just kind of looks like chicken scratch.
gotcha.
Probably hard to read. And I
All
leave
right. And what do you make?
probably just like some porridge with some of that fresh papaya.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead and make a porridge with some nice fresh fruit inside. Okay, you begin to make your way over to the mud pits. Um, you go ahead and knock on the door, and you hear the familiar voice, "Fuck!" And
He's always surprised.
half the time you guys knock, there's a like you hear "fuck," and then you hear an immediate shatter, like he drops something. That happens at least half the time. But this
This
time
man
he
be
does not
working on
drop it. This time
too
that
many
he doesn't
volatile
drop anything.
experiments.
Say that again.
This man be working on too many volatile experiments.
Yeah. Yeah. He can literally blow up anything at any point in time. Um, so you hear all the different locks go unlock after you kind of make yourself known, and he opens up and he goes, "Oh fuck, thank you. I'm glad you're here actually. I knew you should come in."
Yeah, I come on in.
All right, perfect. Um, I was able to are you alone by the way right now?
Yeah.
Okay. At this point he goes, and again, I want to make this clear. I'm glad that we've been able to talk in the past. I was able to go ahead and work on this a little bit. Um, and I think that you'll grow into it very well. And he goes ahead and takes out the ladle.
Oh, a ladle. I take hold of it and I investigate.
As you go ahead and use it more and as you become stronger, this will go ahead and grant you some additional properties as well.
Ah, magical ladle. Thank you, Mud.
Um, and with that, you are granted Mud's Ladle.
Yeah.
It does require attunement.
Fuck yeah. I attune.
Okay, yeah, you spend some time and you begin attuning to it. Um, and yeah, you do notice you're looking around and it looks like the box that you guys have delivered is currently open.
Mm. Damn, that fucker is fast.
I will wait to examine the contents when Krill arrives
Mhm.
and the others. Don't want to jump the gun without them.
Okay. So you go ahead and you sit around with Mud. You go ahead and have a couple of drinks, and you begin to talk. At this point, Krill, you do wake up. It's probably around noon right now. A lot of people have already been out and about, but you had a very late night. So, what would you like to do?
Um, I wake up, I see the food. I think I like to think that the note is like folded in half and like sitting just on top of the porridge, just ever so gently. And I just like eat all of it, like note and all. And I'm just like, that must be for Double D's work. That was delicious. Wow. Okay. And then I would like to go find Willow.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. And it has the porridge has a nice like brown sugar coating as well.
Mm,
Um,
delicious.
yeah, you go ahead and you're on the ship right now, and you see kind of Willow up in the eagle's nest right now, where Zecora often would be, but you do see her up there.
I'll climb on up there
Okay.
and meet her in the crow's nest.
Okay. Um, Yeah, she looks down and goes, I do not think I've seen you this high up. I hope that you have had a fortuitous couple of days here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I definitely have. It's been interesting to say the least. Willow, had a interesting time last night. Came to some revelations. I think I'm gonna start a path of enlightenment. So the first step I think to that is I think it's like giving up your earthly possessions or something like that. So here you go, and I'll pull out the spear and I will hand Willow the spear, and I'll be like, I know you really wanted this, so take good care of it, Willow.
Oh, I must say I did not expect this so soon. I did not know that you found something a suitable replacement.
Uh, yes, I have. I think it's time I started using it a little more. But yes, it served me well, but I think you should have it now.
Well, then I should have you know I am extremely grateful, and I do hope that you I will make sure that I follow you and your party for quite some I'll continue to serve you and follow you for the foreseeable future.
Well, thank you, Willow. That means a lot to hear. I was a little worried you were just gonna take the spear and run off there for a second, but
No, no, I would not think about it. I am many things. Sly, sure. A liar, I am not.
well,
Unless
that's
it's
what I
fun. I
appreciate
lie
about you,
all
Willow.
the time if it's
Well,
funny.
yeah, when it's funny, when you need to, yeah, I get you, but yeah,
Yeah, really quick, something fell. I need to go check it out.
yeah. Hey,
Sorry about that. My dad fell down the stairs.
oh Jesus Christ, is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's limping slightly, and now he's going to go play golf because that's what he would do. He did want me to tell you guys that he has fallen and can't get up. Um,
I'll throw my spear at him and then bonus action call it back, so he's no longer fallen. But
all right.
he is impaled now, so
Oh no.
there
You
is
just
that problem.
are you why are you throwing at
Here you go,
your
Willow. Take this.
imaginary
It
friend?
looks like it's got a dead guy on it.
Um, yeah, the Willow goes, I must say I am extremely grateful, and I'll make sure to I'll make sure to put it to good use. And she begins to make her way down, and she actually gives you kind of like a peck on the cheek.
Hello.
Um,
Ooh,
and
hey. Oh,
begins to make her
I
way down.
blush.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make sure Double D's got fresh fish.
Always. And she makes her way down.
Krotoxel, slightly confused, makes his way probably to Mud's house. That's probably where he would head, realistically.
Okay. All right. At this point, so you go ahead and over maybe the next it still takes a while. It takes at least 45 minutes in order to get from one side to all the way to Mud's place, unless you were to have a horse or some kind of ride of kind. But you are able to go ahead and make your way back over to Mud Pit. Um, excuse me. Jesus, my tie. Um, you're able to you notice that it looks like it has already been unlocked at this point because you are able to just go ahead and enter immediately.
Cool.
You see currently Mud is currently sitting down, and Double D is just speaking with him at the moment. And it looks like Double D has some kind of ladle or cookware in front of him.
Oh shit, Double D. Why didn't you bust that out yesterday?
I just got a ladle. Look at this thing.
Well, I'm sure it'll help you beat Romer next time, buddy. We'll get him then.
Oh, look,
Um,
the box is open.
yeah,
You did it.
No fucking way. I look at Mud. You're telling me you fucking ordered crack that box?
So, really, all I had to do is I had to figure out exactly what kind of weird fucking lock it could be. I went ahead and takes out kind of like this almost gelatin sort of material. He goes, I was able to go ahead and put this in the lock. I was able to, and it actually takes the form of whatever is inside. It's a one use, unfortunately. So I'm not able to really use these very often. Like they're kind of hard to acquire, but for something like this, definitely fucking worth it. He looks and he takes out a few, like this kind of like smaller stack of papers. And he pulls out and he goes, there was once someone, a potion maker named Falub. That guy was a cunt. However, since he's died, I can take whatever the fuck I want. I have this. This can create one of the greatest potions this world has ever seen.
Wait, Mud, back up a second. Hold on. Rewind like 30 seconds. You said Valoob is dead?
Yeah, that's what I fucking heard.
Oh, fucking well, thank God. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. You don't want to know the fucked up shit he did. Jeez, whoa.
I mean, pretty much everyone from like we all know, like I've heard about like the Ventili protocols. I mean, pretty much everyone from that is fucking gone, thankfully.
Okay, thank God. Goodness, Jesus. Oh.
He but he goes, however, he never published what the fuck he was working on. So fuck that guy. I'm taking this. And he goes, this, even when I get the ingredients, it could take me at least a year to make. And that's if I were to work on this with almost all of my time. But the fruits of my labor could change history. I can do anything I wish for.
Oh,
And
that's
he
pretty cool.
begins reading through the recipe for a legendary potion.
Damn.
Wow.
That
Nice.
has the result of the wish spell.
That's badass. I was just wondering if that's.
Yep.
That's cool. That's cool.
All right, start cooking.
I can't cook yet. Actually, one of the first things I'll need is I'm going to need that stardust I told you about before.
Right. Well, we plan on taking another trip sometime, maybe at the end of this week. So that's on the
I
list.
I'm not, yeah, you guys can take your time. You have other things to work on. I want to make that clear. Just letting you know that I could start working on this eventually, but it's gonna take me minimum 1 year, maybe two. If if nothing goes wrong. And that's a big fucking if. So we'll see.
Okay.
But for now,
Well, what else
yeah.
do you need? Any other big ingredients we can get down south for you?
Hmm. I actually do need a fuck, 1 second. I need to check out something really quick. My bad. I need to pull up a sheet. I forgot the name of something. The what mud is not paused. Dan has paused. Where the
Refreshing,
fuck?
refreshing,
Exactly.
refreshing.
It's a buffer. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like that little circle right now.
spinning wheel of
While
death.
I
Yeah.
fucking try to figure out this stupid shit.
Oh, I do the same thing, man. Don't feel bad.
He goes, I actually need something called a gravitas diamonds. But unfortunately, from what I understand, there actually aren't any even in the archipelago.
Well, that's what they want you to think. We'll find one for you, Mud. You know we will. We always do.
All right, well, if you can figure it out, if not, I'm gonna have to go to Quan Moon, and I'm gonna have to pay a pretty penny to see if he can get one for me. Kind of a specialty of his. There might not be a better person in the world for that sort of thing, so it's very
Well,
fortunate to have someone like that on the islands.
if it does come to that, we'll take care of that as well. We're kind of good buddies with Quan as well. We've been getting around the last month.
I've heard. I have some connections with him, and the fact is, you guys seem to have made a good impression. Um, except for that goat guy, he got cockshotted, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah. He'll I don't want to say die eventually, but he'll get his due punishment.
Well, I'll be perfectly honest, and you can take this as you will. I'd warn him from messing with Quan Moon. He might be he's a good ally to have. He's a far worse enemy.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that
would
guy
imagine.
can. He might be the scariest person in the archipelago.
Good to know.
It's quite possible.
Well, we'll do our best to find this gravitas diamond you speak of, and that stardust, and that awakened tree sap.
Oh, the awakened tree sap is not for this sort of thing. That's
Oh,
actually
yeah,
just
I know.
yeah, that's for a different thing.
It's on the way. We'll pick it up.
All right, yeah, whatever is convenient for you. If you don't find it, that's fine. If you find it, great. The stardust would be cool, but don't let that interfere with whatever you're currently working on.
All right.
All
Well, is there
right.
anything else in that box, or was it just that those notes there?
It was mostly this. It is pretty valuable.
Oh, right on. Glad we could help you.
Yes, it was well worth everything. Thank you. And I will go ahead and I'm going to be making sure that I work on those some of those potions. Thank you for the ivy, by the way. I'm gonna take a little bit for myself, but I'll make sure to make you guys a number of those potions.
Thank you very much.
Is there anything else I can do for you right now?
Well, I don't think so. I don't know. What about you, Double D?
No, I'm good. I'm just like waving around my new ladle.
Yeah, you he kind of yeah, Mud just looks and goes, please make sure not to bring that close to my potions, okay? That would ruin a lot of fucking hard work.
You got it, dude.
I actually I did have one question for you,
Oh,
Mud,
yeah.
and I don't mean to pry,
No,
but
go right ahead.
I've never asked about it, so I thought maybe I would now. But your companion upstairs, I'm aware that they are sick, but what, if I might ask, ails them?
Well, I wish I could say it was some kind of magical curse that could be cured by some great potion or some great technique if I can get some kind of doctor. Unfortunately, her mind is what is escaping her. She has I would say, difficult case of dementia. Just at this point, she's older, I suppose, but I wish she I wish she was well. I wish she was going to be able to make it to the age she should have. She's one of my best friends, and I'll just make sure that regardless, she gets to live as comfortably as possible.
Would I know the? Is this like a common curse that I've heard about before, or?
I mean, yeah, it's not really necessarily a curse or anything like that. It's just, um, yeah, it's you've probably seen her maybe once or twice, even though he's usually a little bit more secretive about it. It seems that she has just kind of lost, maybe not will, um, but yeah, she has begun to lose everything, kind of like she's not able to focus on things, and it does seem like she's just often sick. But it this does happen to people. Oftentimes, it's to people that are a little bit on the older side. Um, but yeah,
Okay, interesting.
unfortunately, I don't have something that can reverse time. Otherwise, I would. But until then, I can just try to help her in whatever way I can.
Well, if there's any new developments or any new breakthroughs that you come across, let us know.
Just sorry, it went down the wrong pipe.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's fine.
Yes, any way we can help.
Fuck. Well, I appreciate it. See how much Stardust you might be able to get me. I'll I'll spend the rest of my life if I have to creating that potion. And maybe I'll have an extra one that I might be able to help her with. Potion like that might actually be something that might help her a little bit.
Indeed.
But if there's nothing else that you're really looking for, then we can if you want, let me go ahead and I'll just pour you a drink real quick.
Oh, absolutely, Mud.
He goes ahead and he also pours you. He kind of makes like this rum cocktail. Um, he goes, it's fruity as fuck. I love it. And he makes you kind of like almost something a little close to a pina colada, but it's a
Thank you.
little less sweet.
La pina colada.
Bap, bap, getting caught in the rain.
Delicious, Mud. Absolutely delicious.
Thank
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Um, and yeah, you guys are able to do what you like from now. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
So, just to fill you in, Connor, last time we talked about going to Estratonus and then Moonfell, maybe in the opposite order. Who knows? Um, I don't know what your thoughts on that are.
Yeah, I'm open to going anywhere. I don't really have any obligations right now.
We're thinking of going to Estertonus first to get the awakened tree sap, to look for that, and to see if we could find some sort of winter gear since they're closer to Moonfell before we go to Moonfell.
You would also know that the sapphire that was requested before is also going to be on Esertonus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And there's also the cubic sapphire that we're looking
Okay.
for this fairy guy Lucian.
Oh yeah. Okay. I like that plan.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do, or if there's nothing else, we can end the session here. Just since
Oh.
it's the two of you, unless there's more things you would like
There
to
is
do.
one thing I wanted to ask
Go
Bud
right ahead.
to do real quick. I will take out
Yeah.
the little sapphire that I have. And I will go, Mud, I was told that this sapphire could be made into like fit a bracelet nicely. You think you could fashion some sort of bracelet with this sapphire in it?
I'm not really a jeweler. I mean, whatever I make might look a little crude. There are some jewelers on the islands that might be able to help.
All right. Well, maybe I'll try
Uh,
them then.
Sorry, I wish I was a metal worker. It'd
Well, yeah,
probably look kind of shitty unless you don't care.
Well, yeah, maybe the nicer quality. I just thought I'd ask you first, since you're, family.
I appreciate it. Oh, that touches my heart. Thank you.
Of course. I don't think we're just friends anymore, Mud.
Oh, thank you. Um, but yeah. So yeah, you can he kind of gives you directions to a jeweler on the islands that you can go to.
Cool. I will make my way there then.
Okay. You make your way. You do see this you enter and it looks like there's a couple of people perusing, but there is a kind of like a half elven woman, kind of shorter bob hair, and it looks like she has a pair of thick spectacles and is currently working on some kind of diamonds. She looks up and goes, how sorry about that. How can I help you?
Yes, I would like to commission a bracelet to be made.
Okay, certainly. I suppose I can go ahead and do that. Do you have any of the is there something in mind?
Yes, yes. I'll take out the sapphire that I have. I like to think I like keep it like pretty wrapped up in a like a leather cloth or something like that. It's
Okay.
one of the most valuable things I think I have. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll hand that over and I'll go. I'm wondering like it's set into like a silver bracelet of some kind. I'll leave the detail and metalwork to you.
Okay. Or sorry, I almost went mud voice for a second. I suppose I suppose I can go ahead and do that. Is so you don't care if it's silver, platinum, gold, anything that copper?
Um, I'd prefer silver, maybe
Silver.
platinum. One of those two colors I feel would pair
Okay.
nicely.
Silver would be nice. Platinum would be even better, but very expensive.
Yeah,
What
let's go the silver.
silver. Okay, I suppose I can make some kind of bracelet. Do you want it simple? Do you want it ornate? What kind of bracelet are you looking for?
Maybe a little in between, like a little ornate, but not like just plain.
A nice lace might work out
Mm,
then.
yes, that sounds nice.
Okay. I suppose I should be able to go ahead and do just that. It would be around 30 gold if you had the sufficient funds since you provided the sapphire.
I most certainly do, and I will 30 gold over.
Okay. Okay. I will work on this immediately. It should take me about 3, maybe 4 days.
Perfect. Might be leaving before then. But I'll be back to collect it eventually.
Okay, we can hold on to it. And what was your name?
Krill Toxel.
Krill Toxel. Okay,
Yes.
I will work on this immediately, and if you're late, I will store it away.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Of course. But yeah, so with that, you have the bracelet commissioned.
Perfect. I only stole 3 gold from the party.
You only what?
Stole 3 gold from the
Okay.
party's for that.
Okay, very good. They will probably never notice.
Yeah. All the gold I spent so far buying supplies for us. Yeah.
All right, perfect. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Oh, double D. Yeah, something weird happened, man.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. I gave Willow the spear, because I'm trying to go on a quest of enlightenment,
Oh, wow.
and yeah.
You?
Thanks. Um, don't worry, I'm gonna fix you, buddy. And I gave her the spear because she was asking for that, and she kissed me on the cheek afterwards. I was a little surprised. Yeah, I know. You think maybe I got a shot with her or something?
I think she's got the hots. I seen it. I saw it. I've been watching. I saw it before.
And she does come up and talk to me and talk about the spear a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I think she likes you, man.
Well, maybe we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll be trapped on a boat for months on end.
Oh yeah. See, that'll be a good time.
Okay.
I knew I could count on you. Thanks for the good advice.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to work on?
I think that's it now.
Okay. Well, if no one has anything else, we can go ahead and call it here. Um, because I'm sure that everyone else will probably want to work a little bit on their own characters before you set off onto your next adventure. So thank you for joining for this nice little short session.
Thanks for having us.
No, of course. Let me go ahead and I'll end it here.